Hi all, good evening to all of you. I hope my voice is audible to one and all. Okay, so today we are going to see the next topic in Tableau, which is related to combining the data from different data sources. Okay, so to explain that topic, what we are going to do, first of all, I'm going to share my screen and then we'll let you know how many different ways we have to combine the data and what are the types of joins that we can perform at Tableau level. So let me share my screen quickly and let's get started with our session. Now, I hope my screen is visible. Now, what I'm going to do is you can see that in my system, there are two Excel files. One is customers and the second one is orders. Both are Excel files. So I want to take some data from customers and some data, some values, some columns from orders. Now the data in customers and orders look like this. In customers, we have information about some customers with their first name, last name, and salary values. Whereas in orders, you can see the data about the same customers who have ordered some products. So orders consist of orders placed by the customers. If I want the data, means suppose I want to know that which product is bought by which customer. So that information I cannot get from single file. That information I have to get from two files. Means from orders file, I need product ID or I need sales value, correct? And from customers, I need the names of that customer, maybe first name or maybe last name. Okay, first name. So for this reason, we have to combine the data. We have to establish the relationships between the two tables. Okay, so in this case, the data is coming from two different separate Excel files. So this is a case of data coming from different data sources because we have two different separate Excel files. Now in Tableau, we have different methods. Now in Tableau, we have 4 different ways to combine the data. Means you can get the data from same data source or different data sources in Tableau using 4 ways. Okay, so I'm going to just share you what are the 4 different ways we have. The first way to combine the data in Tableau is using joins. This is the first. Second one is by making the relationship or relationships. The third method is data blending. And last one is union. Using union also, we can combine the data from. Using union only, we need the data from same source, but in joins, relationships and blending, we can expect that data may come from same source or multiple sources. However, in joins, we prefer the data will come from same source. Okay, due to some problems, due to duplicate issues. Okay, that is the next part. That is the theoretical part. Now out of 4, I'm going to show you only one, which is nothing but joins. Okay, how to combine the data using joins. Using joins concept, we can join at the maximum 32 tables in Tableau. Okay, now what are joins? There are 4 different types of joins available here. Means what? There are 4 different subtypes we have available here. Okay, so what are those subtypes? Okay, so let me write. We can perform any type of join. Means we can perform inner join, left join, right join, and then full outer join. How many types of joins we have? 4. Inner, left, right, full outer. There are 4 types of joins available in join section. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain this concept of joins first. What do you mean by each of this? And then we'll add this data in Tableau and then we'll see how to go about it. Okay, now to join any data means to join the data from customers sheet with order sheet, we should have the common column. So which is a common column available? Customer ID, right? Customer ID of orders is equal to customer ID of customer Excel file, right? So I can join customers data with orders data using customer ID. You can see customer 01, and here also you can see the customer 01, right? So values are same, and their column names are also depicting that what this value is. It is customer ID. Okay, so on this basis I can join the two tables. Okay, now what type of joins are required? So we can use either inner, left, right, or full out. So let's understand what do you mean by inner join. Okay, so I'm now into different sheet. Okay, so let me make everything center. What is inner join? So for example, let's say I have table number 1, and let's say I have table number 2. Okay, so in table number 1 we have information like this: 1, 2, 3. In table number 2 we have information like 1, 3, 5, 7. So in T1 and T2 we have some data. Now suppose this data and this data are same. I'm going to join T1 with T2 based on the values present over here. Okay. Now what I need, what is inner join? What is inner join? Inner join says the common values between the two tables I have to take. That is nothing but inner join. So what are the common values between T1 and T2? This is common value, correct? And this. So the yellow color highlighted cells are nothing but common values, right? The intersection, common values. So inner join will be 1. Do we have in T2 1? Yes. 3. Do we have T2 3? Yes. So this will be the result of what? This will be the result of inner join. Okay. So this is what the result of inner join is. Okay. Now this is inner join. What will be the result of left join? So let me write left join. So left join is nothing but the join between the two tables, and it is going to take all the data from left table and matching data from right table. Now what is left table, right table? So since T1 is present on left hand side of my hand, so that's why is it left table. And since T2 is present on right hand side, that's why is it right table. It's not like that. Whichever table you use first to make a join. Suppose out of T1 and T2, I'm using T1 first. I'm dragging and dropping T1 first. Then I'm dragging and dropping T2 first, T2 next in Tableau. So T1 becomes left table, T2 becomes right table. On the other hand, out of these two tables, if I use T2 table first and then T1 table afterwards, then T2 becomes left and T1 becomes right. Okay, whichever the table you use first, that becomes left, and whichever the table you use after one table is used, that table is called as right table. So I assume that I'm going to go with T1 as left and T2 as right table. Okay, so what is left join in that case? Left join says all the data from left table and only matching data from right table. Means first of all, get all the data from left. Okay, so do we have matching data for 1 in T2? Yes. So do we have 2 in T2? No. So I will get null value. Do we have 3 in T2? Yes. So this is how I am going to get the values. Okay. So this is what the result of left join is. This is what the result of left join is. So this we call it as left join. Okay. So left join means only matching data from left table, only matching data from only matching data from right table, and all the data from left table. Okay. Now what will be right join then? What will be right join? Let me write right join. Okay. So instead of left, let me go with right. So what would happen in right join? All the data from right table and only matching data from left table. So here what I'm saying is all the data from right table 1, 3, 5, and 7. Now, do we have 1 present in T1? Yes. Now, do we have 3 present in T1? Yes. Do we have 5 present in T1? No. So I will get null value for it. There is no value for 5 in T1. Same for 7. This will be result of right join. Right join focuses more on right table. Left join focuses more on left table. Okay. So this is the concept of left join, right join, inner join. Now the last join that we can get is full join. Okay. So what will happen in full join is, in full join, I am going to get all the values from left table, all the values from right table. Okay. Some of the records will match and some of the records will not match. So here from T1, get me everything first. Okay. So do we have 1 in T2? Yes. Do we have 2 in T2? No. So write null there. Do we have 3 in T2? Yes. Okay. So did we verify all the values of T1 with T2? Yes. Now let's verify all the values of T2 with T1, out of which 1 and 3 are already verified. 1 and 3 here are already verified. Remaining are 5 and 7. So 5 and 7. So do we have 5 and 7 available in T1? No. So I'll get no. So in one sense, you can say that full outer join, full join or full outer join is combination of all the results of left join and all the results of right join. So full join equals to left join plus right join, isn't it? So this is what the database concept is about joins, and same concept is utilized in Tableau. Now coming to our data set that we have, in our data set, you can see that we have customer ID, customer 01, customer 02 is repeating 2 times, customer 03 is repeating 3 times, and customer 04 is repeating multiple times. And then we have customer 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. These are the customers in orders. Okay. Whereas in the first Excel file, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if you are talking about inner join, then what will happen is I will get. So what are the common values? See, in customers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in orders, what we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, this is what we have, customer. Okay. So now, if you talk about inner join, so what are the common customers? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. So this will be the inner join, right? Common members. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Customer 01 equal to customer 0. Customer 02 equals to customer 02 and so on. What will be left to join? By assuming that customer will be left table and orders will be right table. All data from here, matching data from here. Okay. What will be right join? All data from here and matching data from here. What will be full outer join? All data from this table, all data from this table. So when you take all data from both the tables, some records may match, some records may not match. Means, see, these records are matching, whereas the 5 and 6 is not matching. Okay, but still I will be seeing 5 and 6 in full outer join. So I hope this explanation is enough for you to identify like why we need joins. I mean, why we have to join the data and how we have to join the data between different tables. So now these files I'm going to import in Tableau. So since both the files, customers and orders, are Microsoft Excel worksheet, I'm going to click on Excel. So which table you are going to use first? I am going to use customers table first. So customers will become left table and orders will become right. So let me use customers. The moment I use customers, you can see the Excel file name is customers, which consists of two sheets, sheet number 1, sheet number 2. You can see here. So sheet number 1, sheet number 2. Okay, and the name of the file that you see on the top is customers, right? So you can see that customers is the name of the file, and these are the two tabs. Now I can add customers over here, drag and drop. You can see the information about customer, that is ID, first name, last name, and salary. Okay. We always perform the joins in physical layer. Whatever the layer that you see right now here, this layer is called as logical layer. This layer is called as logical layer. So logical layer, we never perform joins. We perform relationships in logical layer, but we always perform joins in physical layer. Okay, we always perform join in physical layer. So where is physical layer? Physical layer is present if you right click on customers, and when you say open, whatever the screen that you see, this boundary like, box like, or border like this screen, this is called as a physical layer. Now, which table did you use first? Customers table. So this becomes left table. Whichever the table, I mean orders table you are going to use, right? So that table will now become right table. Okay. So to add the orders table over here, we have to add the connection. Like this is first connection. Now I'm going to add orders file, which is Excel. Click on orders, click on open. Automatically customer orders comes on, right? Because in the orders connection, we have only one tab. So obviously if you are making connection with orders, and because you are adding connection, because you have to use this orders, right? That's why automatically it comes on, right? Isn't it? So this is how I can prepare, I can make a job. So I hope you know what this is. This is called as a Venn diagram. So what happens in Venn diagram? If this is a Venn diagram, what this section is, this is a common section, intersection. So this will show me inner join. Okay. What will be the left join then? Left join will be all data from left table and matching data from right table. That is left join. What will be the right join then? All data from right table, okay, and matching data from left table. So that will be the right join. And what would happen in case of full outer join? In case of full outer join, I will get all data. In case of full outer join, I'll get all data from here, and from intersection as well. Everything I will get. That will be full outer join. So now you can see this is what, if I click here. So what type of joint is inner, left, right, or full outer? It is by default inner. And I am joining the two tables. So see, I am joining the two tables based on some common column. What is a common column? Customer ID. And you can see that I am having the equal to sign. So customer ID coming from customers equals to customer ID coming from orders. Okay. So that's how you get the results. Okay. Now click cancel, and now you can see the data in data preview pane as well. Now let's go to sheet 1. Okay. So now let me make a common setting to have the common font. So I can go to format, and I can then go to workbook. And now I can just write here Arial font, black color, and let me make it 12. Okay. Now what you can do is I can add the customer ID from customers table, right? Then you can add customer ID from orders table just to validate whether are we getting the correct data or not. Are we getting the inner join data or not? Okay. Yeah. Are we getting the inner join data or not? So let me also know the name of the customer. So you can see the name of the customer as well. Okay. And then I need the sales and salary. So sales is coming from orders, salary is coming from customers. So double click on sales, double click on salary. Now you can see that I am getting the values. Okay. So this is how I can join the data from different data sources using joins technique in Tableau. Okay. Using joins technique, I can do that. But now what happens is that let's validate the data. So is my join correct? Inner join customer 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, customer 1, 2, 3, 4 are common values. And what type of join have you selected? If I click here, you can see what type of join? Inner join. Inner join means common values from both the columns. So you can see common values, right? Now, if you see the sales value of customer number 1, how much it is? $262. So let's validate it. Is it correct? So customer number 1 here, how much is the sales of customer number 1? 262 around, isn't it? Now, how much is customer number 2 sales? It is 747. So let's see. So customer number 2 has made two products, two orders. So the total sales of this is how much? Let me do the summation. Okay. Sum of these two values. How much? 746.56, which rounds to 747, correct? So you get the 747, means the values are correct here. Now let's see the salaries. What is the salary of employees? 50,000, 1 lakh, 1,50,000 and 6,50,000. Now what is the problem here? If you see the salaries of customer 1, 2, 3, 4, what are the salaries of 4 customers? 50,000, isn't it? So since the salary is inflated, the salary is not correct. Why it is not correct? Because what is happening in joins, the data is coming from different sources, right? Two Excel files. So what is happening is that customer number 1 is present one time in orders. That's why 50,000 is also repeating one time. Customer number 2 in customer sheet is, so all these customers are repeating one time. But customer number 2 in orders dataset is repeating 2 times. That's why 50,000 is also repeating 2 times. 50 plus 50 becomes 1 lakh. Isn't it? Customer number 3 is repeating 3 times. 50, 50, 50. 150. Customer number 4 is repeating 13 times. 1, 3. So 13 into 5 or 13 into 50 becomes 650. So this is a problem with joins. That's why we never go with joins in case the data is coming from different sources. We always prefer joins if the data is coming from same source. Had this data been coming from the same Excel file, then I would not have got the duplicate issue. So this is a duplicate issue, right? Duplicate thing. So how to deal with such duplicate issue in joins? So see, what is this 1 lakh composed of? It is composed of two things. This 1 lakh is composed of two things, 50,000 and 50,000, correct? So what function by default Tableau applies on this? So what this value is? It is nothing but salary. So what function Tableau is actually applying on it? Sum. So basically it is doing sum of this, which is incorrect. Then what to do? Instead of sum, it should do minimum. So tell me, what will be the minimum value of 50,000 and 50,000? Which is the minimum? 50,000 only. Correct? It will be 50,000 only, right? So instead of applying sum, I have to apply minimum everywhere. So if 50,000 is repeating 3 times, 13 times, what will be minimum value? It will be 50,000. Okay. So that's how I'm resolving the issue of duplicates in joins. So I can just remove this sum of salary. Instead of sum, I can just select the minimum value. Minimum function I have to use. Perfect. Right? Now you can go to data source and now you can change to left join. This is the way how you change it to left join. Let's come to sheet 1. Left join means all the data from left table, all data from left table and matching data from right table. So now we don't have any customer number 5 in orders. That's why I'm getting none. That is left join, isn't it? What will be right join then? Right join will be, I will click on right, all the data. So see, where is circle full for this, right? So all data from here and matching data from here, right? You see matching from here. It means if I now show you you can see that all the data from orders matching data from left table. So I don't have matching data of customer number 6 in first table, right? So this is called as right join. And then I'm going to show you what is full outer join. So let's click on full outer join. Full outer join means get me everything from here, everything from here. Some of them will match, some of them will not match, but give me everything. That is called as full outer join. Okay. So now in full outer join, you can see that these are the common customers. Okay. And these are the uncommon customers, isn't it? But you are able to see everything, right? You are able to see everything, all customers from both the tables, right? So this is what we call a full outer join. Okay, perfect. So this is one of the old techniques to combine the data from different sources or same source in joins. But nowadays, with the advent of relationships concept in Tableau, most of the Tableau developers go with creation of or combining the data using relationships concept rather than joins, because joins pose the issue of duplicates. So relationships and blending are the probable solutions. Okay. So yeah, this is the way how you can actually work on it. And I can give you this data set, but then you have to work like you can do that at home, because we are going to start with a new topic now after this. Okay. So let me share the file with all of you. Okay, so let me share Tableau. Okay. Customers. Okay. Let me close the files. Okay. Let me close the files. Okay. Now let me share. Okay. So I have shared the file IDs. Okay. Let me share. Customers, right? And I have also shared the orders. Two files I have shared. Okay. Yes, Tanmay. So why it is repeating? It is repeating in the original data set. If you see in orders, if you see orders data set, okay. So customer 2 is repeating how many times? It is repeating 2 times. That's why that salary was also getting repeated 2 times. So 50K into 2 becomes 100K, right? Look at customer 3. How many times it is repeating in orders? 3 times. So 50K, 50,000 salary is also repeating 3 times. So that's how it becomes 150. And that's a real problem, right? So that's why what we did, we don't have to make a sum, we have to take minimum. So find minimum of 50,000. So it will be 50 only. Okay. Yeah. So I hope everyone might have received the orders file, and okay. Let me share with orders. Let me share with everyone. Yeah. Yeah. I shared with some other person. Let me share with you. Okay. Orders. Yeah. Now I shared with everyone. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for that. Okay. So now you can practice this at home. Now we are going back with our sample superstore. Okay. Let's connect to sample superstore. Okay. Now I'm back with sample superstore with orders data file added over here. And now we can go to sheet number 2. Now you can see I have this data. Okay. So what is the process of connection with live data source to have real-time data visualization? Is there automation possible to have refresh? So when you have live data, automatically the data is refreshed. Okay. If you don't have live connection, data will not be refreshed automatically. You have to go to data and then you have to refresh this way. This is the manual refresh. Okay. You can also schedule the refresh in Tableau server. Okay. So I hope everyone has received the files I shared in the chat window. Make sure you are connected to laptop, then you can download and get the files. Okay. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to understand the concept of dual axis and combined axis, and then I'm going to show you on how to create the donut chart. Okay. So to create that, we need this concept of dual axis. Okay. What do you mean by dual axis? So let me just rename this as dual axis. Okay. So suppose I want to create a chart like this. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Okay. I want to create a chart like this, a bar chart. Okay. Okay. I have bar chart. Like I have many bar charts. Okay. This way. Okay. Let's say this is a bar chart. Okay. And then I want line chart as well, flowing on top of this. Maybe it is starting from here and it is going here, then it is going here, and then it is going here. So for example, it is like this. So such kind of chart in Excel is called as combo chart. Combo chart. Okay. So this combo chart is called as dual axis chart in Tableau. Okay. So in dual axis chart, what happens is that one chart you are showing as bar chart and another chart you are showing as line chart. It is not necessary that you have to show in this way only. You can choose your own chart types, but this is the most common one. Okay. So in dual axis, the name itself says dual. Dual means two. You'll get two axes. So how you will get two axes, that we will see. So in dual axis chart, you always go with two measures, not less than two, not more than two, only two measures. One measure will have bar chart, another measure will have line chart. And that's how you're combining the two measures in one chart. Okay. So in one worksheet, I told you, you can create only one chart. And in this one chart, you have two measures. Okay. Two measures are shown on common y-axis and x-axis. That is what we call it as dual axis chart. Okay. To create this kind of chart, let's do one thing. I'm going to create subcategory wise sales. So sales will be bar chart, and then subcategory wise profit. So profit will be line chart. Sales bar chart, profit line chart. Okay. So now let's go with that concept. I'm going to add subcategory in columns first. Let's do that. And then in the rows, I need sales and profit. So let's add sales first. You can see the sales value, make it entire view and sort it. Okay, don't show the labels as of now. Okay. So subcategory, sum of sales. So bar chart is sum of sales. And I need profit. So let's add the profit over here. So whenever you add two measures, how many measures we have here in this chart? We have two measures, first measure, second measure. Because you have two measures, that's why you are getting two different marks card. One marks card for sales, while the another marks card for profit. Okay. If you have one measure, you'll get one marks card. If you have two measures, you'll get two different marks card separately. If you have three measures, you'll get three marks card separately. And this all means, do you want to do the changes on sales and profit charts? Okay. The common setting you want to do. So you can do from here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see sales and profit. Okay. And look at the corners now. Pay attention to corners also. How the corners are rounded, right? Those are like rounded. Okay. Like this. What will happen in dual axis? These will not be rounded. Those will be flat. Okay. So sales will be shown this way. And profit will be shown this way. Okay. Okay. Like this. So you see these corners are no more corners. So whenever you have this flat like structure, like the coaches or bogies of train, so you can think of it like this is a dual axis. Okay. Now what I need to do is after adding subcategory wise sum of sales and profit, I need to create dual axis by right clicking on sum of profit, and you see this option which says dual axis. So click on dual axis. Now you see what I just mentioned, flat corners. Okay. Now sum of sales, what is sales here? Orange color dots. What is profit here? Blue color dots. Do you want sales as dots? No, I want bar chart. So how can I make it bar chart? You can make it from this automatic, but which automatic? Profit or sales marks card? Which marks card? Sales marks card. I want sum of sales as bar chart. So from this automatic, you have to select bar. Select bar. You can see that now sales is bar. Correct? Now I want profit as line chart. So how can I do that? Go to sum of profit marks card. Change automatic to line. Now you can see the line chart. So this is what we call it as dual axis chart, but the task is not over yet. Let's get rid of this legend. Okay. If you see so dual axis means two axis, right? So where are two axes? This is first axis. This one is second axis. So first axis is for sales and the second axis that you are getting is for profit. That's why the name of this concept is dual axis. Now, if you see the range, minus 100 to 350, minus 20 to 50, is this correct? Not at all. This is not correct. So I want to make sure that the range of values are also same, because if I now show you the value, okay, if I go to full screen mode, what is this subcategory? Copiers. What is the profit of copiers? 56,000 something. And what is the sales value of copiers? 1,50,000. So how come 1,50,000 is below 56,000? It is because line chart is referencing this axis and bar chart is referencing this axis. And because we have difference in range in the two y-axis, that's why it is causing that problem. That's why we said that the range of axis should be same at both places. Then this line chart difference values will not come. Okay. So that concept is called as synchronize axis. Synchronize. So to synchronize the axis, what you do, you simply right click on y-axis and you see this option, synchronize axis, correct? So click on it. Now, if you see carefully, we have the proper values on both the sides, correct? Both the y-axis are showing same values. And now you can see that 56,000 is way below the 1,50,000, isn't it? So this is called as dual axis chart. Now you can do formatting, means you can get rid of this hide field label. Okay, you can get rid of grid lines, you can hide the axis. Okay, this way. You can get rid of grid lines. You know how to do that, right? Yesterday we did. Okay, I want sales value and profit value in 1,000 units. You can do that as well. So format, pane. We did this yesterday, correct? Same way for profit, format, custom, isn't it? Now the values are easy to read, isn't it? So this way I can actually prepare the dual axis chart. Suppose you want to get rid of this boundary box, whatever the box that you see or border you see, I want to get rid of it. Again, you can format in the empty place. You see this box, right? Borders, this box. If you want to get rid of this box, go to this box and there is an option called a sheet. Basically, these are called as row dividers and column dividers respectively. So you see row divider and column divider under sheet. So make sure all these four drop down should be none to get rid of this box. So make it none. And this should be none. Okay. Now this is your proper dual axis chart, isn't it? Right? This is called as dual axis chart. Okay. Now you can play with this. Suppose I want to change the color of bar. I want to change the color of line. Do in their respective marks card. So I need to change the color of this. Okay. I need to change the color here. So you can go here and now you can edit color. So sales, I can take maybe orange, maybe this color you can take. Okay, or maybe you can take this color. Okay, let me take this color. Okay, this color. Okay, and profit, I want to take black. So let's take black. Perfect, isn't it? So this way you are adding the color. So if you want the font color to be same, you can always go to label, font, and you see match mark color. So click on match mark, right? So this looks very, very cool and very soothing chart, isn't it? So did you understand on how to create the synchronized chart or dual axis chart? Very simple, isn't it? So what I did was, first of all, I added the subcategory wise sum of sales and sum of profit. First step. Second step is right click on profit and click on dual axis. Okay. Then third step is you have to go to sum of sales marks card, change this automatic. Here it will be automatic, change it to bar. This is for sales. Then go to profit, select automatic to line. Okay. So sum of sales should be bar and sum of profit should be line. And then what you have to do is you have to right click on Y axis, left hand side Y axis, and click on synchronize axis option. Synchronize axis, click on it. Okay. This way you can actually show the bar chart and line chart in sync. Synchronize means sync. Sync the range of values on both the Y axis. Okay, syncing, isn't it? So this is what we call it as dual axis chart. All right. What I will do rather, I will need profit as this. Okay, and let's keep sales as black now. Okay. Not looking good. Yeah, this is better. All right. Yes, that's correct, Tanoi. Okay, very simple. So please try with this. Yes. So please try with this chart. This is called as dual axis chart. Okay. Right. So you can see in one go that for chairs, what is the profit value and what is the sales value. In one go, you can see. Correct. Simple. Label values are interesting. Can we make some gap? Label values are interesting. Gap in the sense, this is the gap. This is entire view. So entire width and entire height is captured. No more additional gaps can be created. Between the bars, there are no additional gaps. Why there is dual axis option not available for profit? It will be available. You have to add subcategories, sales and profit. Okay. Then right click on sum of profit. Dual axis is present. This option is available third from the end. Click on it. Okay. Then you can see the dual axis. Values are intersecting like 17K and 7K on graph. That is fine. You can go to full screen and see. Okay. So now those are not overlapping, correct? If you still want that, you want to change those, you can change those. Like you can click on 7K and you can put it down, drag and drop below, right? You see this way you can put it. Similarly, 6K, you can put it down, right? This way you can add, isn't it? So you can move, you can adjust the labels at any position. You just have to click it and drag it simply. How to change the color of font of bar graph and line graph? Simple. So you go to label. So this is common setting for both sales and profit. Go to label, go to font, and there is option called as match mark color. Click on it. Match mark color means if the line color is black, its font color will be black. If bar color is this sky blue, the font color will be sky blue. So do the same setting in sales also. So I cannot share the mobile numbers. Can we add discount as well? No. Dual axis means only two measures, not less than two, not more than two. Only two measures are required. Okay. Now, suppose you don't like this line chart, you can always go with area chart also. So go here, you can have area chart. See, this is area chart, isn't it? It is up to you. Whichever chart you want, you can take it from here. Okay. Suppose circles. So these are your circles, right? Correct. Suppose you want bar chart, profit also bar chart, you can click on bar chart. So these are your bar chart, right? This is a bar chart, isn't it? So this way, actually, you are showing the profit values in bar chart form. Okay. I'll show it in line chart. Synchronize option, Indran, will be available on y-axis, left-hand side y-axis or right-hand side y-axis. On y-axis, you right-click, you will see synchronize option. No Kamal, we cannot add the third item. Okay, for comparison means this is not a comparison. This is showing the information in one chart together. We are not comparing it. Yeah. All right. So I hope everyone might have completed dual axis chart, right? Let's wait for a minute. Simple. If you want to get y-axis again, right click on sum of sales and click on show header. Similarly, right click on sum of profit, click on show header. If you want the y-axis back, show header. Okay. Sir, can you send order sample superstore file? Okay, I think I have already shared in each session, I guess. Can you please share the file of orders? I already shared, Pranay. Files are already shared, all files. Okay. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's see the custom, combine access chart. Okay, dual access chart and combine access chart. Okay. So in this chart, you did not receive files. Yeah, I think the host has given the file orders. Okay. All right. Now let's see what is combine access chart. Okay. Combine access chart. So in dual access, what is the scenario? In dual access chart, you can show only two measures at a time. But in combined access chart, you can show lot of measures at a time. But the problem is that in combined access chart, you cannot have different charts for different measures. Only one chart will be there with all the measures. So if you decide that you want line chart for all, it will be line chart only. You cannot have different charts for different measures. So combined access chart, in combined access chart, you are actually combining the different measures together. So what I need to do, I need to compare the month-wise sales, profit, and cost. Okay, I want to combine the sales wise. I mean, maybe let's say year-wise sales, sales value, profit value, and cost value. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add order date in columns this way. Let's make it entire view. Okay, year of order date. And then I'm going to add the sales value in rows. Correct. Now you can see that I'm getting the year wise sales value. Correct. Now I need to add profit. So what I will do is I'm going to drag and drop profit on y-axis. I'm going to drag and drop profit on y-axis. Okay. How? This way. Simply drag and drop profit on y-axis this way till you see the two pillars, right? You can see two pillars. So simply drag and drop there. And now you get to see the line, right? Now I want to show the cost as well. I don't have cost. So we know how to create cost, right? Yesterday we created. So let's create calculated field, name it as cost. And we know the formula. Sum of sales minus sum of profit. So this is nothing but cost. And this cost I can add in this chart. Same way. Drag and drop cost on y-axis. Cost is, you are getting cost, right? Isn't it? So now if you want to show this month-wise, you can show that like this way. Each year, each month sales, right? You can show that. And now you can show the labels and you can convert the labels. You can see major values, right? All these are major values. You can convert them into K format. So right click on major values and then you can see this format option. Go to pane. Okay. And now what you can do is you can go to label and you can say match mark color this way, right? So this way I am actually adding the sales value, profit value, and cost value. So let me add the cost. Cost, I want red color. So I can just change the color of cost to red. Maybe this one. Okay. Click OK, click. Right. So cost is red. Let me add profit as green. Okay. So let me make profit green. So this is green, for example. Right. Let me make sales value. Sales value, let's keep any color. Okay. Let's keep this blue color. Let's click OK. Right. So now you see that I am adding the different variations. Like I am showing the sales value, profit value, and cost value in one go. So now if I hover this mouse on 98K, you can see that it is a sales value in December 2021. If you come down, you can see that in December 2021, how much was the cost? 80,000. How much was sales? 98. How much was cost? 80. So 98 minus 80 becomes profit, right? So 18,000 has to be the profit. You see? Okay. So 18,000 happens to be the highest profit across all the years for any month. Highest profit was observed in December 21. Right? Okay. So this is how I can show the things. If you want all the charts to be shown as area chart, you can select automatic and convert it into area chart this way. And then you can reduce the opacity. You can go here. You can see opacity, right? Opacity means you can reduce the transparency. Correct? This way. Isn't it? Looks better. Okay, and I can do the settings like formatting. You know that. Okay. So this is how I can actually show the area chart, right? You can see. If you like area chart, you can go with area chart. If you like a line chart, you can also go with line chart. Okay. Some points are not visible. Those are visible. I mean, yeah, some points are, why those are not visible? Because there is no place to write those points actually. That's why those are not visible. However, you can use the toolbar, right? So you can go to analysis and there's an option called as toolbar. Okay. So let me show that. Highlighters, totals, table layout. Okay. Okay, let me see. Yeah, here, right? Show view toolbar, this one. Okay, show on hover. Now you see this, right? This was available in I think state-wise map. Remember, we created map. There we add this. Okay, you can use this pan. Okay. Now you can go inside, right? You can see what are the values? 15,000, right? This is 61,000, isn't it? You can reset the map, right? See, Tableau, this is the reason why this is called as powerful. Okay, this is one of the reasons. You can dig in deeper, you can go to any place. Okay, you can move it, you can see the things. Okay, what is this value now? 80,000, right? See how simple is this, isn't it? Can we do conditional format, highlights, highest profit? Yes, yes, we can do that. For that, you have to write the calculations. We can do that. Highest profit, lowest profit, we can do. Okay. You can also do one thing. In the label, there's an option called as show minimum maximum value. So if you click on here, you can see minimum and maximum value, right? So you can see this is the minimum value, this is the maximum. Now this minimum maximum value, you can do that for each line. So click on line. So for each line, you can see min and max for each line. Okay. This way also you can show. I want to show everywhere. So yeah. So I'm just showing you the different variations of the same charts. Okay. So try with this. First add the month of order date or year of order date. Then add the sales value here. Then drag profit value on y-axis. Then create the calculated field cost the way you created yesterday. Same way you have to add cost on y-axis. And then go to line, change it to area. And then you can go to color and reduce the opacity to any percentage. And that's how you can get it. You can also add the border. You can go to here, you can add the border. Maybe this border you can add, black color border you can add. Okay, any border you can add. But it's not looking good. Let's make that. Okay. And then this option, match mark color. Okay, this you know. All right. AGG of cost is same, right? Yesterday we created. If you are not present yesterday, we created this calculated field, sum of sales minus sum of profit. Okay. Jesh. Could recall formula. Couldn't recall formula. Okay, no problem. All right. Match color option again, please, Kapil. Kapil, you can go to label, and in the font option, there is option called as match mark color. Click on it. Okay. This is combine access. Isn't Tableau interesting? Yes. Very, very important and very interesting as well. Okay. All right. So this is called as combined access chart. Okay. This is called as dual access chart. Okay. Can you please tell min max once? Yeah, simple. You go to label and then there's option called as min max. You select min max and you select line pi this way. What do you mean by line and pi? Because there are three lines and you want to show min max for all the three lines. That's why we selected line. All right, now let's go ahead and let's see the donut chart. There are many custom charts you can prepare like a lollipop chart, donut chart, funnel chart, waterfall chart. Okay, then Pareto chart. Okay, word cloud, KPI cards or KPI indicator chart. There are many charts, custom charts you can prepare in Tableau. Okay, so we are going to see only one out of it, which is nothing but a donut chart. So everyone knows what is the shape of donut, right? So donut shape looks like this. So you have inner circle and then you have some outer circle, right? Like this. This is what we call it as donut, isn't it? Right? This is called as a donut. Now, basically, when you actually when you see the show me option, when you see the show me option in Tableau, there is no donut option. There is pie chart. There is no donut option. What if I want to show the information in donut chart? I want to show the information in donut shop, not in pie chart. And this is most popular. I mean, not most popular, but yes, nowadays uh, it has become popular to show the information. If you want to compare the divisions, if you want to compare the different values of the same dimension. Okay. So over pie chart, this is getting lot of attention now. So we should know on how to create donut chart. So since there is no straightforward way to create donut chart, there is no donut chart present in Show Me. The process is, first you have to get the shape of donut. First you have to create this shape and then add the things in donut. Okay, so I want everyone to start with me, create a new worksheet, and then we will be creating this donut shape. Okay, one by one. So it's a process. We have to go step by step. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on rows this way, and I'm going to type 0 and then hit enter. This is sum of 0. Okay. Again, I'm going to double click here. I'll be typing 0 and then enter. So what is happening is I'm writing sum of 0, sum of 0. This is just for creation of that shape. Okay. You could have gone with sum of 1, sum of 1. Normally 0 means 0 axis or 0 line. That's why we are going with 0. 0 has no value, right? That's why 0, 0. You could have gone with minimum 0 or minimum 0 or maximum 0, maximum 0 as well. Now, once you create sum of 0 here, what I need to do, I want to make it entire view first. Now, I told you that in Tableau, when you have number of measures, either in rows or columns, those many marks cards are created. So how many sum of 0 you have? 2. Okay, that's why 2 marks cards are getting created. I have highlighted which marks card belongs to which measure. Okay. Now what I need to do is, after making entire view, I want both places pie chart. Here pie chart, here pie chart. So that I can do from all. Okay, because both places I need same thing, right? Pie chart, pie chart. So from all, you can select this pie. Don't select the circle, select pie. Okay, you have to select pie from all this way. Correct. So this way I am showing the pie chart. So both places now is having pie chart. Once we create the pie chart, you have to make dual axis chart. So you know how to create dual axis. Dual axis option is only available on second measure, not first measure, always. Right click on second sum of 0, click on dual axis. Now you can see that 2 pie charts are overlapped on each other. That's why you can see only one, the upper face. Below this orange, there is blue color that is getting hidden. You can see here, right? Okay. Now what I need to do, this orange color belongs to inner circle and this blue color belongs to outer circle. So this is inner circle, and this one is outer circle, blue color one. So what I need is, I want to reduce the size of inner circle first. I want to reduce the size of inner circle first. So which is inner circle? Second one, second sum of 0. So how to reduce the size? We know, using size marks card. Perfect. Getting some donut shape, right? Now only one thing we have to do is, I need to change the color of this to white, inner circle to white. So let's go to color, edit color. What is the color of inner circle? In my case, it is orange. I need this orange color to be white. So I will simply double click on this, either 0 or this color icon, anywhere. Double click. You see this white color, correct? So select white color, perfect white color, right? This one. So click OK. Click OK. Getting shape, donut shape, right? Now what I'm going to do is, after getting this donut shape, I want to enlarge this. I want to enlarge this. Okay. So how to enlarge? First go to first sum of 0, because outer circle means first sum of 0. Inner circle means second sum of 0. So first sum of 0 size you have to increase. This way. Okay, this is perfect. And now you can go to second sum of 0. Second sum of 0 is inner circle. You can just increase this whole size, make it appropriately visible. So go to size, increase it. Okay, perfect. Donut shape ready, isn't it? Now make sure that you are adding the border, white color border. So let's go to all, because I want border on outer circle and inner circle. That's why I'm going to all, correct? And then I'm going to color and you see border. So let's make it white color border. Okay, so I have added the border. If you want another border, you can add another border, no problem. Blue color border you want, you can go with blue color border, no problem. Okay, but typically I don't go with that. Let's go with white only. Okay, now you can just remove all these noises that we have. You can get rid of legend, this formatting you can do. Right click, format. All these are lines, right? So you can go to lines. So rows, you see grid line, zero line. This is called as a zero line, dotted line. So I don't want this. I don't want grid lines. None, none. You can go to border to get rid of this box. So border, sheet, row divider, column divider. Everywhere you have to make it none and none. Right? And you can, this is a y-axis basically, this one also. Because of dual axis, you are getting two y-axis, right? 0, 0. So right click and show header. Right? So there is no noise now, isn't it? So this is how I have created the donut shape. Okay. Now in this donut shape, what I need to do, I need to make sure that, see, this outer circle represents first sum of 0 and the inner circle represents second sum of 0. Okay. So in the outer circle, I need to add on angle. So what I need like this, right? I need like this. I'm going to add region wise cells, right? So this is one region, correct? So who is going to tell me how much angle it should have? Sales value will tell me how much angle it should have, right? So in first sum of 0, on this angle, you should first drag and drop cells. Okay. First sum of 0, add cells on angle. Sorry. Okay. Now I want to show the region wise distribution. So in the color marks card of the same sum of 0, in the color marks card, you need region. So let's add region in color. Perfect. All right. Now you can show the region name and sales value. You know how to do that. On label, you need region name and sales value. Two things. Region name, sales value. And you want to convert this sales value into 1000. So you see this sum of sales T, you can just convert the value into 1000. Okay. This is how I am showing the things. Right? If you think that you want different color for region, different color for sales, you can do that from here. You know that. So let's make all of them 14. So region, I need this, and sales value, I need maybe maroon color. Perfect. Right? Isn't it? So this is looking very good now. Right? Now this blue color I don't like. I need to replace this maybe with black color. Okay, so I can go here. So you see what is this blue color? Central, right? So you can just replace central with black if you want to change. Okay, isn't it? So this way I am changing it. Okay. If you don't like this orange, you can change it. You can keep it using pink color. Right? This is how you can modify the donut chart. And inside this, so if I want to write total sales inside the inner circle, I can go to last sum of 0, because inside this, inside circle means sum of 0. Here on the label, I just need sales, drag and drop sales. You can see the value, right? Just make it look bigger. How? You can go here, and here you can write total sales. Okay, so this you can make maybe 48, right? So this you can make 48, and you can use any color, right? Blue color. And this total cells maybe you can make 14 and gray color. Perfect. You can see the distribution, isn't it so? This is the completion of donut chart. This is how we create the donut chart. Okay. You see in full screen mode, this is donut, right? So I hope you might have liked this donut chart, and you can see the distribution of 2327 across different regions. Okay. This is called as donut chart. So I now want you to complete this chart. Okay. Take your time, take 5-10 minutes and complete this chart. So in the first sum of zero, I have 4 things only. So make sure, look at the icons and add up the things here, here. So what I did, again, I am repeating. In the first sum of zero, I added sales value on angle. Okay. I added region value on color. I added region on label, right? And I added sales on label. Okay. This way I did. Correct. And that's how I got it. Okay. So this is donut chart. Donut. So this process is very lengthy, but once you practice this 3 to 4 times, you will think that this is very simple. Okay, because this process will be in use for you by that time. How did you bring sum of zero? I simply double click on rows and type 0, enter. Double click on rows, type 0, enter. That's how I write sum of zero. How to add total sales value in between donut? Simple. You go to second last sum of zero, drag and drop sum of cells on label. You can see, click on label, click on text, and here I can write, I can format, right? Can we use our downloaded bank statement as data sheet? Yes, you can use. You can connect to any data, any domain data. There's no differentiation between any data sets. Okay. I can sort it as well. Okay. You can sort the region, right click, sort. You can sort by sum of cells. So here you have to select cells, sum of cells, right? You can see, you can sort by sum of cells. So west, I need black color now, and central, I need this, and west, I need black. Perfect. You can also show the percentage. Yesterday I told you how to show percentage of total, correct? So you can also show the percentage. So let me show that. So you can also show using quick table calculation percent of total, right? Percent of total you can show, right? And then you can also show the sales value. Again, drag and drop sales value in label. This is just an advancement we are doing, right? You see. And then you can arrange the things. Okay, so sum of cells, maybe you can go with black color. See, isn't it? So out of 2327K, 32% of sales is going into West, and only 17% of sales has been observed in South region. Can you show how add total sales? Yes. Go to sum of zero, go to label, go to this ellipsis button, type here total sales. Okay. So total sales you can type, sum of sales you already have. That's how you can write total sales and get rid of all the tooltips. You can see the tooltips, right? We don't need any tooltips. You can go to all, you see tooltip, get rid of everything. Don't write anything. Okay. So you can see that there is no tooltip. So this is called as angle, right? This is called as angle. You see, this is called as angles. So who is deciding how much angle it should have? So who is deciding how much angle it should have? On this angle, what we have? Sum of sales. So if sum of sales is more, the percentage will be more, right? Angle will be more, isn't it? You see, like the angle for south, let me just highlight it. Okay. You can see that angle for south, this angle, and this angle, which is bigger? Obviously, this is bigger. This is smaller, right? So that's why it is so? Why is it so? Because the sales of south and the sales of west, there is much difference. Okay. You can see west region sales is way higher than south region sales. And if sum of sales is more, angle will be more. Direct relation. Okay. That's why this angle is more and this angle is less. Okay. So I have sorted the data according to highest sales to lowest sales. So 740K is the highest sales and 392K is the lowest sales. Okay. Understood? Yeah. How to get percentage? Very simple. What I did was, see, when you added sum of sales on label, I added the percentage of total table calculation. Remember? Triangle, you see triangle, correct? It means what I did was I right click on sum of sales. I can go to quick table calculation and I selected percent of total. That's how the values are shown as percent. Okay. And again, I added sum of sales on label to show the values in thousand. So there are two sum of sales. One is shown as percentage while the other is shown as K, 1000 unit. When I'm adding the region in colors, it is turning into pie chart. When I am adding region into colors, it is turning into pie chart. No, you have to add the region in the first sum of zero, not in second. You have to add the region on the colors of first sum of zero, not the bottom sum of zero. First sum of zero means this, second sum of zero means this. So everything you have to add here. You see, you should also have the same way. Okay, look at the icons, what I have added on each icon. Correct, this is angle. This T means this T, right? As per the requirement, we add up the things. Okay. So you can connect to any data set and create the donut chart. So if you create the same in pie chart, you can create it because it is directly available here. Same chart you can create over here in donut, but that donut shape is not available. That's why we did this activity. Sum of zero, dual axis. Okay. Then pie chart from here, right? Then I reduce the size of second means inner circle. Then I went to sum of zero. I increase the size of this. Then proportionately, I increase the size of the inner circle, right? I change the color as well. So the second sum of zero that we have, I change the color of it. Okay, white color inner circle and outer circle was blue itself as it is. And then I added the details on first sum of zero, region, sum of cells, region, sum of cells, sum of cells. Okay. The rest of the thing is just beautification and adding more information. Okay. And how did I add the total here? I just added the sum of cells on label. Okay. You can further increase the size of this. So now you can mention it as 60, for example. Okay. This way. So basically 2327K is 2.3 millions, 23 lakhs. Out of 23 lakhs total sales, 7 lakh 40,000 is in west, 6 lakh 92,000 is in east, 5 lakh something is in central, and around 3 lakh 92,000 is in south. So west is having the higher share. Okay. So can you create the same chart in Excel with the same color, same information, right? This way, it will be nightmare. How to do total cell in center? Yeah, Namita, for that, you have to go to second sum of zero, add the cells into label, and you can see this ellipsis button. Click on it, and you can add total cells, and you can format sum of cells this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see the another chart. So let's say I want to show word cloud. Okay, word cloud. Word cloud means what? It is the cloud, or it is the uh, market of some words put together at one's place. That is called as word cloud. Means what? You might have seen some magazines, you might have seen some images in newspapers or in social media where most of the words are put together in proper fashion. Okay, so the font of some words may be bigger, the font of the other words may be smaller. Okay, so that is called as, such kind of charts are called as word cloud. So it is very simple for us to create word cloud over here. Okay, so how to create word cloud? It is simple. What we are going to do, we are going to show the word cloud of state-wise sales. Means what? If the sales value for a particular state is higher, then the font of that state will be bigger, and vice versa. So can we show that in Tableau? Yes, it is, I mean, 2 to 3 steps only. Very simple. So the first step that you have to do is this automatic, you have to convert it to text. You see this automatic, correct? So convert this automatic into text. So where is text? Here is text. So click on it. Once you convert automatic into text, on the text part, you can see label is now turned into text. So you can drag and drop state into text now. This way. And now you can see that there are list of all the 59 states we have in our worksheet, right? So these are all the 59 states we have in the worksheet. Okay. Now, in this 59 states, what I need to do, I want to make sure that if the state sales is higher, the font size should be bigger. It means this size should be dependent on the sales value. If sales of a particular state, let's say California, if the state of California is the highest, the font of California must be biggest and it should be put in center. Okay. So in the size, I need to add sum of cells. So sum of cells will decide what should be the font. Okay. So add the cells into size. Perfect. And what I need now, I want different color for different states. For that, we use color. But if you see, let's say orange, everything will be orange. I don't want like that. What I need is different state should have different color, means state should be added to color. Perfect. This is called as word cloud, right? This is what we call it as a word cloud. So you can hide the legends. Okay. So this is what word cloud is. So from this, what do you understand? Which font is the biggest? California. Look at the sales of California. 457K. Look at the sales of New York. 310,000. Look at the sales of Texas. 170. Sales of Washington. 138. Pennsylvania. 116. Look at the sales of this particular state. New Brunswick. Only 226. Look at the font of it. And look at font of California. Okay. So who is deciding the font? this object. Okay. So you can create this beautiful chart as well. Okay. This is called as word cloud. Yeah, it's very simple. First step, you have to convert automatic to text. Second step, add the state on text. Third step, add the sales value in size. Fourth step, add the state into color. You see this, correct? Look at the icons. So sales value should be in size and the state must be in text and then in color. You'll get word cloud. Okay, so you might have seen such kind of figure or such kind of image somewhere else, right? This is called as word cloud, the cloud of all the words put together at once. Okay. From where did you select the word cloud? Word cloud is a name. I have just written the name. Word cloud is a name of the chart. Word cloud. Okay, and I have used state. So on the text, I have used state. You can see this T. T means this T, right? So I have drag and drop state on T. That's how it is coming here like this, right? Yeah. How to hide legend? Very simple. To hide any legend, what we do is we go to this option, okay, which says hide or show cards. Go to that option, click on it, go to legends and click on color legend. Okay, this is called as word. All right. This word cloud can put as a display in company office to show company sales at glance. Typically, word cloud is used to show the distinct values of some particular dimension. Okay, it is not for showing the sales value of some sales value which is highest, which is biggest. It's not like that. Do you want to focus on particular value of particular dimension with respect to some other sales? Then word cloud is used. Isn't it? If you want to compare the sales and all, you have bar chart, donut, pie. Using that, you can do it. Okay. Yeah. So California sales is highest. That's why it is biggest. So the focus is on California, not on sales, right? Yeah. What is Tableau architecture? Tableau architecture consists of all the things right from installing the Tableau to maintaining it throughout the project deliverables. Okay, so it consists of Tableau server activities, installation, hosting the server on machines, okay, making sure that servers are up and running. So the person who knows everything is that Tableau architect. Okay, the person who is well aware of all the functionalities of Tableau ecosystem is architect of Tableau. Okay. Okay, so this is about word cloud. I will show you one more chart that is nothing but the chart which is a butterfly chart. Okay, so it looks like a butterfly. Okay, so let me show that chart. So this chart is butterfly chart. Okay, so what I'm going to show is I'm going to show you the subcategory wise sales as a butterfly chart. See, the information that you can get from these custom charts is same. Even if you don't create this, even if you create this using traditional charts, the conclusion observation is same, but the way of representation is different. Okay, so most of the clients don't go with these fancy charts except from donut, which is not fancy, it is the basic need and which is missing in Tableau, but in Power BI it is available. So the butterfly, the word cloud, okay, all these are fancy things, so not every user or every client is going up. Okay, now let's understand what is butterfly chart and how to use it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create subcategory wise cells. So subcategory will be in rows, sum of cells will be in columns. Okay. This way, subcategory is in rows and sum of cells is in columns. Again, I have to add one more sum of cells in columns. So there are in total 2 sum of cells now. Now after that, what you have to do? I want to reverse this axis. Which axis? The first sum of cells axis I have to reverse. Reverse means what? 0 should go to 350. 350 should come in place of 0. This is called as reversing of axis. If you do that, what would happen? You will see that this bar chart you see, this bar you see, it will now look like this because you are reversing. All right. Okay. So how to reverse it? How to reverse any axis? You simply right click on this X axis and then click on edit axis. Once you click on edit axis of any axis, maybe X axis or Y axis, edit option, you see more options, but you see one option which is relevant for us is reversed. So let's click on reversed. And now you can see the chart is reversed now. You can see 0 is present here, 350 is present here. So the data is now shown from right to left. Okay, and just now sort it. Sort from highest to lowest. Click it. Okay, so this is called as butterfly. This is what we call it as butterfly chart. Okay, so let's hide the axis. Let's get rid of grid lines. Okay, this is called as grid line. So let me just format. So I don't want any 0 lines from anywhere. Okay, I don't want any dividers, row divider, column divider. I don't want. Okay, perfect. So at one place, At one place you have subcategory. I want to show the cells on the at the other place. So what I can do, I can go to this sum of cells 2. Sum of cells 2 means this, and sum of cells 1 means this one. So where I already have this values, right? So on sum of cells 2, I need this label. Okay. So what I can do is I can simply drag and drop cells on label this way, right? Isn't it? So now you can change this color to maybe this color. Okay. And this color maybe perfect, right? So this way you can analyze. I mean, you can create a butterfly shape. Okay. And I'm just converting the values to key. Simple. Okay. This is called as butterfly shape. Looking nice. Okay. So butterfly is ready to take off. So highest sales for subcategory is 3,36,000, which is for chairs, and the lowest sales is for fasteners. See, same information I could have got using traditional bar chart. Same information I'm getting using butterfly chart. So there is no any extra information I'm getting if I create fancy charts. Okay, but way of representation is different. That's why we are creating. Okay. What is the business use case for this? What scenario? I think I just explained. Yes, you can request, Purva, you can request to the host for sharing of any files, because if I share, those files are, I think, not reachable to you, all of you. So you can request host to share this. Okay. All right. Simple butterfly. So at one place you have these values. So suppose I want to get rid of this show header. So on the first sum of cells, add the subcategory names. Okay. You see? Now better, isn't it? Correct. Looking nice. You see chairs and how much is the sales. You see phones, how much is the sales, right? Very simple. Okay. So how one line chart is converted into two? No, we did not do anything. We simply reversed the axis. So what I did was, see, I was having x-axis, remember? So this x-axis, what I did on left hand side, x-axis, what I did, I said edit axis, and I just click on reverse, right? So this axis got reversed, and I sorted the data from highest to lowest, right? That's how I'm getting. It is basically one chart only. These are two different charts, but I'm showing them as if it is one chart. Okay. All right. Okay. So I hope today's session is again more informative to you, and you might have learned something new. Today we learned about how to combine the data from different sources and what happens when you go with joins. So there are four techniques that we saw. Again, I explained the topic of joins of databases, which is same in Tableau. So inner, left, right, and full outer. And then we looked at dual axis, combined axis concepts, and then we created three different custom charts: donut, then word cloud, and then butterfly. Okay, so donut, word cloud, butterfly. Okay, so you can in this weekend. So since we don't have sessions on weekends, you can practice whatever we learned, like from calculations to creation of these custom charts. You can practice those, make most use of these marks card, identify when to use what each of these marks cards does. Okay, so whenever you work in projects in companies, you will be given requirement, you will be given charts also, you will be given the color coding scheme as well, what should be the length and height of the chart, how it should look. Everything will be shared to you as if it is a prototype. And then using Tableau software, you have to build those charts. Okay. This is how the requirement comes and this is how we deal it. Okay, then how to remove the grid lines? It's simple. You simply right click and format on empty space. You go here and you go to rows. If those are horizontal, if the lines are vertical, you can go to columns and make grid lines now, 0 lines. You can also go to borders, sheet, row divider, column divider, you can make them. Okay, this is how you get rid of lines. So dashboard we will see in the last two sessions, 10th and 11th. Okay, then Namita. Okay. So how you get chart which was reversed, was reversed. No, what we did was, if you see the x-axis, right? So x-axis and left-hand side x-axis, right-hand side x-axis, right? So left-hand side x-axis, I just click on edit axis and I just click on reverse. So what has happened is, this x-axis was looking like this, right? 0 to 350. Now, after reversing, how it is looking? 400 to 0. Right? It is looking like this. This is called as reverse. What the date last class? Last class is till 11th, and from 12th onwards, you will have Power BI session to be conducted by another trainer. Okay. Yeah. So we have in total 8 sessions. So I believe, I think 3 more sessions are left, isn't it? We have completed so far 5 sessions. Okay. Okay. So yeah, thank you all and happy weekend, and do the best. Whatever we learn, practice those exercise. You can take your own exercise and see how you can create the charts. Okay. Okay. So yeah, thank you. Good night, and let's meet up in next week. Bye everyone.
IT, there is no class tomorrow. It will be resuming back on Monday. Amar, can we end up or wait some time?
Yes, Tirunad, you can.